Welcome to selfdiscoverywisdom.com, formerly known as Self-Discovery Media. On these podcasts, you're going to hear people who speak from the heart. They've taken the journey in life. Many things have happened to them, but they've changed it to happening for them. And in their strength, their courage, they've discovered their abilities and their wisdom, and they are now sharing it here with you. Do enjoy each show. We bring it to you with love and knowing that it's going to help you on your journey of life. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another edition of Sarah's View of Life, right here on selfdiscoverywisdom.com. I'm your host, Sarah Troy. This week, I decided to read something I wrote some time ago. Haven't edited it in a while, so who knows what it's going to sound like. But here we are. My island of truth and purpose. I have finally found the island, the place where we seek out our spirit, our purpose, our truth. What I did not realize in my journey to fit in, to seek and to find, is that I've been on this island all the time. It's my home, my place of being, my sanctuary, my peace. It is where I find my harmony and where above all else I can and do speak my truth. I was born here in this place of tranquility. I flew here with the gentle winds, bathed in the soft and breathing waters of her shorelines. I bask in her sun. I walked in her mysteries and discovered her wonderment. She is my home to me, my bed to lay my spirit, my blanket to protect me, my sun to warm me, and my fruits to feed me. I'm never alone here, for there are others here that know that same purpose and peace. We are here living in the universal paradise, readying ourselves for those to come. Who are we that live here and dance with on the island? We are the elders, the ones that will greet you at the entrance of the island. You do not have to come in knowledge, but you do have to come in truth and a willingness to learn. You can only gain entrance if you are true in heart, free in spirit, and open to the wonderment with intent to teach each other in turn. Unlike the popular TV show The Island, we are not here to keep evil in, but to be the center core of enlightenment and inspiration so that its pupils come out and learn and go and teach others. It's a place of entry, a filtration of inner truth and true calling, a place where you can find your truth and place a find on your knowingness. What is knowingness? It is a place of such undoubted absolute truth that there is nothing that can or will contaminate what you know. When you reach it, there is an understanding of information that does not need to be validated. It simply just is. It's a wonderful place to be unless you are with people who cannot see it or don't want to be. But living in this absolute shows us conviction that people cannot argue with your belief factor. I flew as a child. I flew high as a young woman. In my flight, I reached out and I found knowledge. I've never learned the conventional way. I'm a now learner. Some things that have read directly to me, giving me an understanding that I am living. But for now, the most part, my knowingness comes for just feeling the truth of what it is I need to know in that time and space. Space, the final frontier. It is just the beginning. It is the end. It is the everything in between, and it is just everything. When I'm in flight, I connect with the modules of the universe and gain my knowledge. I am one, an individual within, the one of everything. My existence is present at all times, in something, doing something, even in my nothingness. We live in a consciousness of non-conscience. I live in a presence and can only speak to my knowledge in the now. When cross-examined on it, I falter. For now is all I am. I've had a hard time living in my body. My consciousness is my home. This body, it needs to draw me away from being, and I end up confused and misplaced. I've had to learn to be at peace and in balance with my spirit, my soul, my body, something that requires constant earthly consciousness. On the island, I am whole. I am one. Melded with my humanity, I now realize that I'm not just an elder in spirit, but now in mind and body, it is time for me to take my teachings up to another level, embrace the elder in me. I love youth, the spirit dancing in possibilities, the embrace and the hunger for knowledge, and the acceptance of inner truth without fear. It's a wonderful thing to see them soar, to see them flight. But as an elder, it's not for me to journey with them, but to guide them, give them grounding for which they can springboard from, an open understanding of the passengers they're going to pick up along the way. I love being an elder, now matched with human age. I can just be the wisdom, the balance, the guidance they need to make their own journey. They are the future, so we must guide them well. For as I was in the beginning, it will be in the end. Our existence will be in the hands of the young that grow older and wiser. To come to the island, I learned to breathe. It is knowledge. Embrace wisdom and take it with you for your journey and your own purpose for life. Some come to look, but are not ready to participate in it yet. The time will come. This lifetime, 100 lifetimes from now, it will come. You can only help the ready, only guide those that ask for passage, only liberate those that want it. As in everything in life, it is not for us to walk their walk, but to show the options of the road ahead for all of them and ready them for that journey. If we've done it right, they will find their spirit that guides them. And it is that inspiration for others to follow. One can only show them the water, not drink it for them. It must be their free will, their choice to make the journey. The most powerful thing in the universe is feeling knowingness. For in that truth, there is a sense of peace and love. Life is a feeling guided by knowledge, sight, touch. When our senses, as we are one in that place of truth and universal center, take your head out of it. Listen with your eyes, feel with your heart, speak with your soul. Your head is the CPU, the computer to store your knowledge. The truth of your knowledge comes from your soul, which is the universal connection. Be open, be honest, be trusting, be still, tap in and feel it. Be it and live it. You know what you need now in that space and time. All other information serves no purpose until it is needed. Download it, store it somewhere, and listen to the universe speak to you. Ask and you will receive if you are truly open to really hearing and really feeling and really see it. So, my young spirits, I'm here waiting for you, excited to feel your being and guide you on your way to greatness. Spirits set free to fulfill their purpose in the greatness of the song, and their dance will call us into universal harmony. I wrote that, I think, back in 2011 or 12, not quite sure, a while ago. But it is still very true of today, except for the elder bit. I am definitely matched with human age, but I would say my soul age is thousands of years old. But as an elder, a human elder, even more now I understand the purpose of my being. I spent far too much of my human years trying to fit in and be what others want me to be, living that life expectation, while my spirit and my soul constantly pulled at me and led me down a different road. I was deemed unintelligent, naive, innocent, perhaps even stupid at times. And yes, from a human perspective, I probably was. Looking back at my life, I was both knowledgeably profound and innocently dumb. I look back at things I said and I did and things I achieved, and then I also look at my naivety, my innocence, my childlikeness that was still there in my high teens and even early 20s. Was that my trustingness? Perhaps. Was it that I was living so much in this other place that my reality of earth was so very different? I think back to some of the things I've done and I go, gosh, why did I do that? How did I do that? Why didn't I acknowledge I was doing that? And it's all very interesting. But when it comes down to it, I was always living in flow, even when that flow did not make sense to the human living. I could not deny what my heart and soul and meaningful purpose is. I'm here to ignite hearts and souls and spirit into being, to ignite your soul wisdom, your heart truth, your spirit action, and for you to follow and find your knowingness. Everything I've done in my life has led me to this path. Everything I'm doing now is on this path. But when I was young, I look at some of the things I did that now we would consider rather childlike, maybe even a little backwards. Was I apropos to the times, the age, the circumstances? I was brought up an incredibly sheltered child, very sickly child, missed a lot of schooling, missed a lot of interaction, very anxious. I didn't like being around crowds, very insecure. And then I was plunged from one country into another, into South Africa, which was about vibrancy and life and color and living and being in the moment. And suddenly I awoken. But the human side awoken, and it took me down a path of such innocence and mistakes that made me jaded. But on the other side of it, it opened up my spirit, my island of discovery, and led me to see things and feel things that I never had known in my earthly realm before. I remember being on the beaches of South Africa, walking them alone, the wind gently in your hair, the waves lapping at your feet, feeling the sun coming down on you, and just feeling that connection, having that conversation with the universe, and just feeling alone and yet not alone. The aloneness was, I'm having this conversation with the universe, but I can't have the same conversation with humans. It was too soon. Every now and again, there'll be somebody open and receptive to where I could go into this universal conversation. But for the most part, people weren't ready for it. So I lived in this human realm of an innocent woman experiencing life in the moment, the ups and the downs, immersing myself into the experiences, the good and the bad, and hoping that the universe will speak to me when it needed to. There's something about being on a beach at night with the moonlight up there, hearing the waves kiss the shore, maybe the stillness of the wind or a light breeze, the moon shining down, feeling a slight chill of the evening, and just being able to talk to the moon or burst out into song. It was so connective and so peaceful. I would also take drives in my car. I had a little 1968 Triumph Spitfire, roof down, just go for a drive along the coast, up the mountains, wherever. Often took myself away for a weekend, most of the time on my own. I just feel it. I've always found that when I'm in the car, my mind is being active on concentrating on the road. So my spirit can be open to the thoughts that needed to be downloaded. And I found those drives very liberating. Of course, I had a most beautiful dog, Border Collie Candy. And Candy would often go with me. In fact, actually, she saved my life one time, stopped me from driving over a cliff after a medication I was on, made me feel I could fly. She was so utterly spiritually intelligent. And I've had another border collie, I've had four, in fact, but my last one, Kokomo, I mean, she saved me. She saved my heart and soul. Long gone now. I am at peace now with the work that I'm here to do, the person that I am. And I have now stepped wholly, bar 3 or 4%, into my beingness of just being Sarah, openly channeling the universal wisdom, the universal love, the universal strength and courage, letting it guide me into everything that I do, guide me into everything that I am. Now, I'm still around people that aren't on that lane. They're not there yet, or they never will be there. And so I ride their channel and see them at where they are in their channel. I can't invite them into my channel. They're not ready yet. But for those that are, and many of the people I interview are, and it's wonderful to interview someone that's on those channels because you just feel the spirit and the soul and the heart breathe as you have that beautiful connection. But I've learned now, it doesn't matter if people don't see me for who I am. They cannot see me for who I am in my spiritual beingness because they're not on that journey. They're on a different journey. They will see Sarah from a different point of view, a different perspective, a different image. It is for me to acknowledge how they see me and represent that image to a point without completely losing myself. My heart will always be my free, loving spirit, but how people pick it up and what they do with it is different. I have a best friend who I don't think has ever listened to a show. She doesn't know this spiritual side, but whenever I've needed her, she's been there. She's been one of the greatest supporters of me. She talks to people about me all the time, although they don't listen to my shows, on a different plane altogether. She is my heart sister. But I have many soul sisters because we speak the soul language. So, yes, I'm on my island. My island is me. I am that peace I seek. I am that love I seek. I am that purpose I seek. I am enough. I'm here for a reason. I've stepped into that reason. I am confident and I am at peace and positive with where I am at, doing what I'm doing. And I will be seen or not seen, heard or not heard. And that's okay. I will continue to do and be what I am meant to be and do. And those that are ready to receive will feel it and see it and hear it. And just as I say in my shows, listen, learn, and apply. They will listen, they will learn, and they will apply it to their journey of life, because that's what I'm here to do. Open up that door to their soul wisdom. Open up that door to the heart connection. Open up that door to their spirit knowledge. Open up their door so their mind is open to receiving the wisdom so they may feel the knowledge, not just think it. All I can do is open that door. All I can do is show them the library, show them the journey. They have to walk it. I can be of assistance along the way. Others I interview can be of assistance. We can share this tool, that wisdom, that knowledge, that support along the way. But it is each of us our own journey that we need to walk, that we need to experience, that we need to embrace. We are each seeking our own island, our own place to be. I am, in the human design, a generator. And what I'm here is to generate the love, the peace, and the connection. But I'm also a soloist. And as a soloist, I stand alone by bringing you the collective, by bringing you the orchestra. I'm the usher along the way. But each one of you is the instrument. I'm here to show you how to hear other people's instruments that may inspire you and invite you to perfect your own instrument and then to be a part of that orchestra. As I have got older, I realize I enjoy more and more my own time. And I love being around people. Don't get me wrong, I love interacting. But sometimes it's a level that just feels shallow, and other times you can get into those deep conversations. But only with free will, only when people give me an indication they're ready to receive, because I can't do it otherwise. You gave me permission to speak to you today because you are willing to listen to the show. And I speak to you from my heart and my soul and my spirit. I've shared what I'm here to do. I've shared what my purpose is. I've shared my wisdom and the wisdom of others. But it was your free will that chose to listen. What you do with it is also your choice. How you use it is your choice. Whom you serve with it is your choice. What it ignites in you is still your choice. I have chosen from this island of love and meaningful purpose to show you the path forward, to show you all the people that can help you on that journey of self-discovery, to share you what I have been taught, what I pass on, so that it will enable you on your journey of life. We all need to become the beacon of light for someone else's darkness. We all need to become the heart that beats profoundly and lovingly for one and all. We all need to be the higher consciousness of the soul wisdom to understand what it is we're here to do, how to do it, and whom to do it for. We're all here in spirit to dance together, to celebrate together, to ignite with each other, to rise up to a more heavenly plane. I have always been on this island, and for a while, I was seeking different shores, feeling that maybe that's where I belonged, maybe that's what I was meant to do. But from this island, a place that I feel my sanctuary, my home, I feel safe enough to project out what it is I need to do, and it will be heard by those that need to hear it. Have you found a place yet that is your calmness, your peace, where everything is just soft, flowy, at ease, a warm embrace for stillness and understanding? A deep breath. It's about quietening the thoughts so that we can hear the wisdom. And when I'm in this space, this center, and I become, and I hear, and I do, then I know I'm at one with self and the universe. So I may have written this many years ago, and I may have done many shows since then on it, touching it in different ways. I speak about it in my book, Sarah's Journey, Self-Discovery to Soul Living. I speak about it in the Mission Accepted book. I speak about children and our forgotten children, how we've let them down In the selfish, I speak about it there on that, to place importance upon yourself, not self-importance, importance of self, is not selfish, is a necessity. And the dare to live fearlessly, that pushing back against the norm, pushing back against the restrictions and the limitations, and pushing those boundaries that need to be pushed, not the ones that don't, but the ones that need to be pushed, and finding our fearlessness, finding our courage and our strength, because something is so beautiful to you that you know that's what you need to do. So I share this across the board on selfdiscoverywisdom.com, under Sarah's View of Life, on the Orchard of Wisdom, and also on sarahtroy.com, where there are many articles that I've written through the years. On Substack too now, under Sarah Troy, SARADROY. I will keep sharing, and those that are ready to hear will hear. Those that get something out of it will get something out of it. Those that don't or won't, that's okay. Because I'm here for the people who, out of free will, are willing to move forward, out of free will, are ready to embrace, out of free will, are willing to see a different path and walk it. I'm just here to show you your options. So, in this beautiful state of peace and tranquility I feel right now, I will leave you for the week, and I'll catch up with you next week with yet another show. Very often, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about until the time comes. It's what they asked me to share. And today, it was this. So, what's your meaningful purpose? Is it ignited by your heart and soul? Is your spirit engaged? Are you doing it because it comes up within you? It becomes you. It is everything that you are. Or is it societal expectation or dictation? Because if it's the latter, it's not serving you or anyone else. But when it becomes your meaningful purpose, that gives you a deep breath, that gives you a sense of connection and belonging, that gives you something that is so peaceful and so beautiful, and so at home with self and the universe and God and love, then you know you're on the right path. So until next time, folks, I wish you all well. I wish you love, peace, tranquility, and inner wisdom. Bye for now. We hope that you enjoyed the show. There are so many more for you here on selfdiscoverywisdom.com. Just go to the podcast tag at the top there and you will see all the many genres and all 3,000 shows ready for your listening. We are here to serve you, to help you on your journey of life, and we know that through inspiration it begets invitation. We are supported by you, the listeners, and those that we interview. Anything that you can spare us in donation would be greatly accepted, and we do hope that you enjoy the next show.